leave it to my dad to already be hanging out and talking to the Rangers. No surprise there. No surprise there at all.
Had a propane stove still in the box.
Is a wagon permitted?
No, I wasn't sure, and I made a couple phone calls and nobody could tell me for sure. And then eventually a couple of our rangers, when they did come down, we asked them, they weren't sure, and then they checked and said, yeah, nothing with wheels on the trail.
Yeah.
So,
I would not have thought of a wagon.
and then they came back, I guess, after I left about 4 o'clock. They came back down because they decided they'd taken too much stuff up. So they brought a few things back down, and then they were going to get in their car and go up to Estes Park to have dinner.
Welcome back to Trailhead.
They were taking all that stuff. I don't know what they were going to do because they're going to Estes to eat supper. Who knows?
That's interesting. Yeah.
It was interesting.
We're trying to keep you here until it rains, you know. We don't want you to walk up in the dry.
Yeah, keep me cool. I don't want to get
Guys
too
are ready
hot.
for it. Huh?
Yeah, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about anything other than the climb.
Yeah.
That's it. Actually, I'm more worried about the down. I don't like the down.
That's exactly.
I can go uphill all day long.
A lot of people think, oh, I got the summit, I'm done. No, you're not.
I can go up all day long.
Yeah.
Going down hurts.
Yeah.
And that's all I tell them. Going down hurts.
Yeah.
And it hurts more now that the older I get, the worse it hurts.
I understand.
Would you worry so much if you were doing that without a big drop, big exposure? Is the exposure up the one that makes you?
No, it's just the down.
Yeah.
I don't care about the exposure. I got gear for that.
Yeah.
I've been up in lots of storms. I don't care about that. I mean, I do, but that's not
Not as much as
that's not my concern. My concern is that there's a lot of down, a lot of steps, and
Yep.
and
And the
that.
trough is the worst going down because you don't want to kick anything on anybody, and
True.
Yeah.
you don't want to slip.
I
and-
enjoy that part. It's just it's a tough climb.
Hey there, and welcome back for another adventure. This week is part 1 of Long's Peak in Estes, Colorado. We're bagging a 14er. We got Josh and we got my dad. He doesn't count unless he's here to witness it if I summit. Haha. But first day, we head up to Goblin's Forest. And then tomorrow from Goblin's to Boulder. Yeah, the first one to Goblin, short, easy day. 1.2 miles? 1.2 miles? Yeah. Backpacking! Yeah! More backpacking. Step 1, and I already look a mess. It's a little humid, sweaty. Ooh.
Some nice purple flowers.
Real pretty. So, question is, where did my dad go?
He left us markers.
Did he really? Oh, that's great. I was taking my time, going like a turtle. My dad went on ahead of us. He left his trekking pole to let us know which side he went down.
There's the shedder. It's stuff. All of that
Bathroom's
stuff with
over
toilet
there.
seat on it.
Yeah, in the trees. It's hidden in the trees. There's a toilet over there. Because designated poop zones are a thing. We don't need to ruin the forest. We're at the Goblins Forest. We're setting up the camp. Has not rained on it yet, on us yet. Wow, words hard. Ha! It is supposed to rain today, but we made it to camp in time beforehand so we can set up tent with rain cover. My dad's setting up his bivvy. He's trying out the bivvy life.
Didn't say that. I didn't know. I have to decide if I'm putting my boots in there.
Well, you want to keep them dry, right?
I hide them underneath the pack with the pack cover on.
Oh. You can always hide them under our rainfly if you need to.
Yeah. I don't care about the sandals.
Well, that's fair.
Camp shoes.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to hide your boots under our rainfly and hang out in your sandals at camp.
Not yet. We'll see. It's a maiden voyage. But
Ooh, just getting footage. Watching you set up your
I
bivvies.
need to cut my rainfly or my ground cloth down a little bit.
Yeah?
I don't need it for waterproof. I need it just to protect the bottom of the shell.
That's true.
And I don't want to catch water, so trim that up a little bit.
Now, what made you want to go to the bivvy?
Just to try it out.
Just try it out.
I've always wanted to try it.
And this time, he doesn't have to share a tent with anybody, so he can totally try it out.
What the heck? Why not?
So this is our day one of Long's Peak. Granted, you can do this in a day hike, you can do it in 2 days. I've given us a 4 to 5 day trip because of altitude. So when I was a kid, me and my dad would come backpack Long's Peak, and I would always get altitude sickness in Boulder Field. But we didn't really have the time to give me extra acclimation time since we had to get back for him for work. We don't have that problem now. So we came up 2 days ago, hid an Airbnb in Estes so that I could have extra acclimation time. My dad flew in yesterday. We picked him up from the airport, had another night there. Although I have to admit, I'm already backwards on my prep. The universe is playing a game with me. I've been hardcore training at the gym and getting ready for this, and I already know I have altitude issues. I always have. So I've been trying to prep. Well, when we got into town the other night, we decided to go and eat dinner in town. And I couldn't pass it up. It sounded so good. I got some lobster mac and cheese. It was so good. However, it wasn't that good for me because I ended up having food poisoning yesterday. Yeah, it was a rough day yesterday. My system is completely cleared. And unfortunately, because I got food poisoning yesterday, I'm obviously already behind the quota for water because I had to try and keep up with that. For those of you who know how food poisoning goes. So I've been trying to keep back up with water, and I'm still feeling it today a little bit, the after effects of it, the 24 hours of food poisoning. But I'm feeling better today. Now it's just a matter of catching back up on energy with food and catching back up on my hydration. I was ready before that happened. That's just my luck to get food poisoning right before backpacking. Go figure. But today's going better. And at least the day one. So today is day one. And we're only in Goblin's Forest, which is about 1.2 miles up. Tomorrow is the hard day, where we go from Goblins up to Boulder Field. Granted, it's not that long, but whoo, that incline gets ya. And obviously the altitude. So, but yep, we're here in the Goblin's Forest. I gotta try and pound some water to rehydrate, to catch up from yesterday's dehydration moments. That is my luck. I knew I shouldn't have gotten the lobster mac. I second guessed it. I should have trusted my gut instinct and gotten something else. But it sounded so good. And it tasted really good. I won't be doing that for a long time. Ever. But my dad's good to go, so is Josh. I'm the only one who's really got to recover. They had fun making fun of me yesterday. I can't blame them. I would too, so. But yeah. We got good weather. There's rain coming in. Eventually, we've already got our tent set up, so we're good there. My dad's got his bivvy. They've gone off to go get water. And this is the Goblin's Forest. I always loved this place as a kid. I still love it now. But the real kicker though is, I've never been able to summit Long's Peak when I was a kid. I always got altitude sickness and I got stuck at Keyhole Pass. This is the trip I will summit. I don't care if I still have altitude sickness and I've got to crawl and hurl and crawl and hurl. I am making it to the summit. It's going to happen. Mind over matter. Yeah! Well, it might just be a little painful, mind over matter, but it's gonna happen. I'm determined. The rain is slowly coming, but it's not really. But we are, as my dad phrased it, socked in. We are socked in. It's only 1:45 in the afternoon, but it looks darker than that. But it's really cool.
It'll start raining soon.
Now obviously, we're out in the forest, we're out backpacking, camping. We want to follow the leave no trace practices. What's pretty nice about the trails up here, they're really well maintained. It's the Rocky Mountain National Forest. They are very adamant about making sure they take care of the forest. So much so that when you are in camp areas, at least on Long's Peak, pretty sure in other places too, you have a designated privy. Now, you still have to bring your own toilet paper, but it's a neat little hut, semi-private, if you're okay, like with a mild opening. But here is your privy. Whoosh! Privy life, designated holes. They treat it, they take care of it. You got a seat. And you are somewhat in some privacy. They got cleaning solutions. They even have a scrub brush. Yeah. So when you are backpacking to Long's Peak, you don't have to worry about digging a hole when you're in Goblin's Forest or Boulder Field, because I don't want you doing that, especially since you're close to water sources. Use the privy. I mean, hey. Saves you digging a hole. I mean, why not? But that's our privy. Well, as you can tell, the rain rolled in. So now we're hiding out in our tent. My dad's in his bivvy. We're gonna find out how waterproof his bivvy is, I guess. Time for us to play some Yahtzee. So we followed the rules, and we have bear vaults, because we're supposed to have them out here. They were outside, because it was raining. They're not in our tents. And we come to discover after the rain has passed, my dad and Josh's bear vaults have water in them. Mine has no water, but both of theirs got water in it, like a good amount built up on the bottom.
His is more than mine.
Yeah.
He's got a bigger crack than mine.
We're trying to figure out how the water got in, but we have no idea. It makes no sense to us. We're thinking there must be a crack in the seam, but...
That's the only place I would think.
But then that begs the question, if it's not rainproof, is it really bear-proof? And for how much they cost, they should probably be pretty solid.
It's a damn Lexan container. I don't know where it would be coming through. It has to be somewhere in here. Gonna take it home, fill it with water.
See
wait for
where it
to
leaks.
leak.
Yeah.
First maiden voyage. We get to pre-soak our food. Wanted to make sure it didn't dry up on us. Oh,
That's just crazy.
if we knew where it was leaking,
I wanna
how it was
throw this
leaking, we
thing
could
now.
tip it.
No throwing it.
It has to be like down here somewhere.
Yeah, if we can find the leak, then we can tape it.
Well, yours
but
is worse. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Josh had the most amount of water in his. My dad had a little bit, and I had none. We're like Goldilocks bears.
That's what I was thinking. It's like right in the corner, maybe.
DearBearVault.com. Your quality control sucks.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll send it back.
I want to test it though and fill it with water, see where it leaks though.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a downpour.
I know.
Just like a nice steady little rain. Oh,
Yeah, and like the whole bottom of mine was filled with water.
I know. I had like, I don't know, maybe 2 tablespoons of the water.
My dad's bear vault was on the ground. Ours were on a tree trunk. Again,
Yeah.
nothing in mine.
And yours is sitting on a trunk, mine's sitting on the floor, on the ground. And
So there's no common factor here.
other than the water was going this direction. So, I don't know. I don't think the lid leaks, but
No.
I didn't see anything leaking off the lid.
There might be a test video in the future filling them just to see where they leak afterwards. Good morning. We are back at it. Day 2. We have packed up camp at Goblins Forest and we are getting ready to head off to the Boulder. How many miles we got today?
I don't know, 4.5, 5, something like that.
4.5,
Something easy.
5?
Something like that, yeah. Couple thousand feet gain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Should be cake.
So beautiful. All right, we made it above the tree line. Let some things dry out since they're still a little wet from this morning and the rain yesterday. But that's where we're headed. Long's Peak way up in the distance. We gotta go that way and down that way, on to there and back. Chasm Lake's over that way. That way's Battle Mountain. We're headed there. All the way up there. Yeah. Slow and steady. We've made it to the turnoff Chasm Lake. There's people behind me. Ha. But they've got a pretty over there. Nice. My dad's right there. Long's Peak. Chasm's Lake's down here.
The past couple of months, but we're from Texas.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you just got
It's amazing.
Okay, we made it to Storm Pass. And whew, the views. Check out these views. Some nice views there, right? Now we gotta go up switchbacks. It's a little windy. Once you get into Storm Pass, the wind is no longer blocked, so. But, you know. 1.7 miles of switchbacks to go till Boulder Field. Let's do it. Yeah. We made it to the Boulder Field. We are in the field, we have set up camp, and we beat the rain. Not bad. They've upgraded and updated their privies up in the Boulder Field from the last time I was here, and even when my dad was here last. But good views still. Oh yeah. Now to hang out, acclimate, and just enjoy the views. Get my nut in the right spot.
If I can ever find my beanie again, it's a Volcom one, and I always keep the logo just off to the side.
Half the time it's all over the place. By the time I wake up, it'll be back here.
Usually if I sleep in my beanie when we're camping, it ends up cool.
Can definitely feel the altitude. The fatigue is here. And a lack of appetite. I had to force myself to finish dinner. That was rough.
Yeah.
But
I just always pull my beanie down.
this day is coming to an end.
Come down over my ears and everything.
Tomorrow, we attempt to summit. Fingers crossed we make
Well, I
it.
mean, it's a 21 beanie.